Welcome to my studio. In the last video that I did, I showed you how to build sort of a Pochade cigar box so that you can use it outdoors when you're painting. So what I wanted to do today is to show you two Pochade boxes that are behind me. Let's start by looking at this first Pochade box. This is a Pochade box that I built about a year and a half ago. It's the first one that I built. The beauty of it is that it holds two wet panels, 8x10 wet panels in the back here. I'm going to show you how that works. Let's start with the basics. I'm going to just take the back out here. Essentially what this is it's two trays. The first tray has 4 sides, the second tray has 3 sides. And in the second tray, in the top tray, what I did is I put dowels on the back here, 3 layers of dowels with spaces between them equal to 1 dowel, and essentially will hold the panels perfectly in place. You will have seen some Pochade boxes that look exactly like this. One tray that has 4 sides, one tray that has 3 sides. You would put your panel in the back here and paint away. I didn't like it for 2 reasons. First, there was no space to put multiple panels. The second thing is when I tried to paint, my hand would be right here as I'm trying to use the brush to paint the bottom, and that was not very practical. So I needed something that would lift the panel up to about this height. Essentially what I did here, I had an L-shaped piece of metal here that looks something like this. I sawed off one edge of it, screwed it to the side, got a box lid holder, and threaded a screw through the L-shaped piece of metal into the box lid holder. The box lid holder also was threaded on the side, on the top here, so that it holds to the lid. Got this knob here so that I can tighten it and hold it in place. This wing nut also holds it in place here, and essentially this piece of this top now is not going anywhere. It's very solid. It's in place. The panel that sits on top here, essentially what this is it's an easel. You've got a bottom that goes up and down, and you've got a top that also goes up and down. What I've done is I've cut 2 holes lengthwise in here, essentially 2 lines that allow me to put a screw in the back here, and the screw has a washer so that it doesn't catch on the edges. On the front, it's a piece of wood that has a hole in it. In the hole, what we've done is we've threaded the screw, of course. This I don't know what to call this. It's something that I got from a hardware store, and it works very well for me because I can put it in place here. Put a spacer in here, and essentially this is the way that I can hold my panels in place. When I loosen them up, it allows me to move it up and down, and I can essentially put the panel on the base here and move it up and down this way as well. Okay. The top is the same mechanism here. The beauty of it is the way that it works in the back. And what I've done here is I got 2 springs. Put the spring in the base here. Put another screw on this piece of wood that moves up and down, and tied the spring to both ends, so that when you lift this piece of wood, it has resistance basically, and it pulls back, so it will hold the panel in place when you put it on it. One thing that I forgot to tell you about, of course, is this T-ring, which essentially allows me to be able to thread this Pochade into a tripod, and this sits on the tripod and becomes very versatile. So here we are. The back is screwed back in place. and I just want to show you how those two panels would fit perfectly in here. Here's one. Here's the second. And off you go. You're ready to paint. This is a Pochade that I built this summer. I built it specifically to hold a palette that I enjoy using. It has the same mechanism, basically same thing here. This moves up and down. The back is a bit different. I'm going to show you the back so we can see it in detail. But this one has a piece of wood that's slotted a bit, slotted through the middle, and it allows it to go up and down just like an easel would. I usually carry a bubble balancer so that I can make sure that this is well balanced. So this is in place now. We loosen the back a bit, bring it down. Tighten the back, and we're ready to paint. Same mechanism it has in here. This is a T-thread that holds on to the tripod. A bit different here in the sense that I basically have two screws that are in place on both sides, on this side and on this side, that I've cut the heads off. So I screwed those in, cut the heads, and then put butterfly knots on both ends so that it holds the lid in place. Again, let me just show you the back one more time because I know this is where you're going to have questions on it. So what I've done is three washers basically, a small washer back here, a wing nut up here, this is a smaller knot here. And these are the screws, so they're screwing in this way and out from here. These are basically these are I don't know what these are called, but these are made for drawers. And basically what I've done is I've threaded them over this clip. Once you're done, basically you can take this up, close it up, and the reason I built this is so that it can hold a palette. I love this palette. I really enjoy it. It's one that I have two of them, one for oil and one for acrylics. You can put the colors in here. They'll last much longer, whether it's oil or acrylics. They last much longer. As a matter of fact, the acrylic one that I have, the acrylics have been there for the past 2 months and have not dried up. So it's absolutely fantastic. It has a rubber edge here that keeps it airtight. What I did is when I built this box, I built it so that this can fit on the outside easily. So I can put this now in my backpack, and when I'm out in the field, I can just open this up, lock this in here, and paint away. So as you can see, building Pochade boxes is not that difficult. I'm not a handyman. I really am not. And in the process of building these Pochade boxes, the only power tool that I've used is this drill. The rest were hand tools or manual tools because I'm clumsy and I'd rather not hurt myself or hurt my fingers using power tools. So if I can do them, and I'm not a handy person, if I can do these Pochade boxes, I assure you that you can as well. Just you need to plan it a bit, you need to build it slowly, look at those videos, understand the mechanisms that I've used, and just plan it well and build those boxes to your liking. Thank you so much for watching this video.